The time factor who causes the transformation of the various material manifestations is another feature of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Anyone who does not know that time is the same Supreme Personality is afraid of the time factor. So, from the aspect of Super Soul, now the discussion on another aspect of the Supreme Lord has started. So, Lord Kapila, till now he was explaining the presence of Super Soul. One aspect of the Supreme Lord is Paramatma. That is a plenary expansion of the Lord in everybody's heart, all the Jiva's heart. That controls controls the living entity and the whole creation. As a Super Soul, he controls the entire material manifestation. Now there is another controlling aspect of the Supreme Lord, which is the impersonal feature, an indirect feature of the Lord, that is the time, the eternal time. So in Bhagavad Gita also Lord says about He being the time. In 10th chapter, 11th chapter, Lord explains. And Lord also explains what does this time do. As time, what does He do? So 10th chapter Lord says, Aham evakshayah kalo. I am also inexhaustible time. In 33rd verse says, of letters I am the letter A. And among compounds I am the dual word. I am also inexhaustible time. And of creators I am Brahma, whose manifold faces turn everywhere. So as inexhaustible time, what does Lord do? That is explained by Prabhupada in the purport. Among all kinds of killers, time is the ultimate, because time kills everything. Right? So time is the ultimate killer. Time is the representative of Krishna, because in due course of time there will be a great fire and everything will be annihilated. And in the previous verse also there is another verse in 10th chapter. Kalaha kalyatam aham, where Lord says, among subduers I am time. So again time has been referred to as subduer. There are many subduing principles, but time wears down all things in the material universe and so represents Krishna. And then there is another verse when Lord shows Virat Roop, the universal form to Arjuna, and then he shows how all the warriors in the battlefield are entering into his mouth and they are getting crushed. As the rivers flow into the sea, so all these great warriors enter your blazing mouths and perish. So after seeing this ghastly feature of the Lord in the universal form, Arjuna says, I see all people rushing with full speed into your mouths as moths dash into a blazing fire. So immediately Arjuna asks the Lord, in such a ghastly form, in such a terrifying form, who are you? O Vishnu, I see you devouring all people in your flaming mouths and covering the universe with your immeasurable rays, scorching the worlds you are manifest. O Lord of Lords, so fierce of form, please tell me who you are. Right? So Arjuna, he has always seen Shyam Sundar form of the Lord. And now suddenly he has seen this, fierce form of the Lord, blazing, his mouths are blazing out fire. And between his sharp teeth, all the warriors are getting crushed. And they're just rushing into his mouth. So Arjuna got terrified by seeing this, because Arjuna mentions, I'm shivering, I'm trembling. So now Arjuna is asking, please tell me, who are you? in this fierce form. And another question he asks, I do not know what your mission is, and I desire to hear of it. So immediately Lord answers. The blessed Lord said, Time I am destroyer of the worlds. Kalo asmi lokashaya krita praviddo. Kalaha asmi, I am time. Loka means the worlds. Shaya krita means destroyer. And pravritta means to engage. I have come. So Lord says, time I am destroyer of the worlds. So in the feature of time, in 10th chapter, 11th chapter, we see Lord explains himself as a subduer and destroyer. Right? With exception of you, the Pandavas, all the soldiers here on both sides will be slain. So the whole point is that Lord in this feature of time, we see in Gita itself, he has come to destroy. No, this feature is meant to destroy. But now in today's verse, Lord Kapila is saying that yes, this feature, time feature, is meant to destroy, but the devotees are not afraid of this time. Because those who understand what is time, and those who act according to the Lord, they are immune to the effects of time. Now see, today we are young, healthy, or whatever, at least we are active, functioning, working. But we don't know what time has kept in secret in future for us. As time goes forward, so many things get revealed. Right? Somebody says, oh, blood pressure ho gaya. Somebody says, sugar ho gaya. Somebody, cancer ho gaya. Somebody gets some injury, somebody gets some other thing, किसी का accident हो गया है. So many things keep coming. So presently we don't realize in my future this prarabdha, time has hidden so many difficulties, so many troubles. If nothing, Janma, Mrityu, Jara, Vyadhi. Janma has already happened, Mrityu, Jara and Vyadhi are already written. So time has to just reveal these things. Now those who are attached to body, those who are attached to material things, material possessions, time will take away all these things. Mrityu sarva haras chaham. Correct? Kalo asmi lokashaya krita pravritto. Either Krishna will take away everything or Krishna will destroy everything. Right? So things will be taken away. Our health, our body, our strength, right? Our functioning senses, all the power of these senses will be taken away one day. The very existence in this body, what we call as life, that will be taken away. So all these things will be taken away someday or the other. They are not eternal, they are not permanent with us. We are permanent, but these things are not permanent with us. So as long as these things are there, a devotee has two things to think. One is, when I am getting these things, when I am getting these blessings from the Lord, how am I engaging these in the service of the Lord? Am I engaging my senses in the service of the Lord properly? Right? Anukulyana, Anushilanam. Yes or no? That's the first thing. Second, how much while engaging these material aspects, I am getting attached to these. So somebody has a healthy body, then he's attached to this body. Tomorrow suddenly some report comes, medical report comes. Oh, you have this problem, you have this disease, you have cholesterol or blood pressure or something is there. Oh my God. He goes into depression. So every moment we have to understand this, we have to think that this time factor is very, very unmerciful. It is very harsh. Whatever is there in our prarabdha, it will reveal. So devotee has to think, whenever these things are there with me, am I engaging them properly in Krishna's service? First thing. Second thing, these things will be taken away. This body belongs to Krishna. Krishna can manifest anything in this body. He can manifest strength also. He can manifest some disease or some disability also. He can take away this body whenever he wishes. So am I seeing this body as Krishna's property? That this body is given by Krishna, right? Krishna has decided to whatever extent, to whatever capability this body is to be given, for whatever duration this body has to be given, he has given. I am just occupier of this body. It has been entrusted to me for doing Krishna's service. If I get attached to this body, no, I want to preserve my body, I want to secure my body, I want to live in this body eternally, that means I have not understood the real proprietor of this body. Real proprietor of the body is Krishna. Right? He has given this body for a duration of whatever, 50, 60, 70, 80 years, whatever duration. And he has given certain capabilities in this body. Some opulences of strength, some opulence of intelligence, whatever. He has given these things: intelligence, strength, thinking power, grasping power, functioning senses. So many people in this world don't have functioning senses properly. Some people are born blind. Some people are born without hearing capacity, deaf, dumb, right? Or even hands, limbs are not working properly. Or some from birth only they have some heart disease, a hole in the heart, or something is there. Kidney failure is there since birth. But we have been given these facilities well. So we don't get entangled in these and think we are the owners and enjoyers of it. We think, okay, Krishna has given for this much time. In this much time, I have this body for next 30 years, 40 years. How well I am engaging in Krishna's service, and it will be taken away. So I am ready to give up this body or not. That is a test of a devotee. Dhiras tatra na mohyati. Now here Purport Prabhupada says, from boy, right, the body of a boy, and then the body of a young man, and then similarly to a grown-up man. Okay. So all these changes are there. Like this, there will be one more change, that we have to give up this body. So how much we are attached to this body, and how much we recall ourselves and preach ourselves that this body belongs to Krishna. Whenever Krishna wants to take away, he'll take away. If Krishna wants to purify this body, right, he will give some, whatever trouble has to be given, or whatever purificatory process has to be given in the form of different difficulties, troubles, austerities, or even sometimes sickness, disease. Lord will give. Right? This is Lord's body, not my body. But because it is Lord's property, I should maintain it. I should not get attached to deriving comfort from it. I have to maintain it for Lord's service. This is the difference. What is the difference? That, say, we have so many things in this temple. Okay, we maintain, the building has to be maintained well. So some repair maintenance is going on right now. Isn't it? They're filling cement in the cracks. So like that, some tube light goes off. So we have a WhatsApp group where we report all, somewhere tube light is not working, some electric point is not working, or somewhere some difficulty is there, tap is not working, or anything has happened. So it is reported there. So this is Lord's property. It has to be maintained, upkept well for Lord's service. Right? So we don't derive comfort from this. That, now we are here, now we'll relax. Prabhupada says this is not a lazy free hotel. So same way, this body is Lord's property. To engage in Lord's service properly, it has to be maintained. Right? If there's a fever, it has to be cured. If there's some disability, it has to be treated. When some difficulties there, it has to be. But that does not mean now we are looking for comfort of the body. Because to detach ourselves from the body, acharyas have given austerities so that you don't get attached to the body. Like Ekadashi and other fastings, these are austerities. So like that, so many getting up for Mangala Arati early in the morning. Even if winter season is there, it's very nice in the blanket, but still you have to get up and go. And then take bath and go. Not just get up and go, you have to get up, take bath. Okay, maybe there is hot water, but still cold season is cold season. Isn't it? So there are austerities for the body. There are austerities for the body to remind us that we are not meant to enjoy the body, because this body has enjoyable functions. This body has so many enjoyable functions. Right? With your eyes you can see, with your ears you can hear, with your tongue you can taste, with your nose you can smell, touch, warm, cozy. What is the sense of touch, enjoyment of touch? Now in winter you feel, you can understand that very nicely. In summer also you can understand. As soon as there is some garmi, immediately AC is on. As soon as there is winter, nice soft bed, Kashipu is there, no? That is a sense of touch. Soft bed and warm blanket. So, feeling of softness, hardness, and feeling of temperature. Both are senses of touch. And these are very alluring. So, the whole point is, devotee understands that this body belongs to Krishna. Right? And it has to be exactly utilized or engaged the way Guru has told, because Guru knows the proper engagement of this body, so that we properly engage in Krishna service, and at the same time we don't get attached to it. So we have to repeatedly ask ourselves, we have to repeatedly introspect, right? The introspective sage word is very significant in second chapter. Ya Nisha Sarva Bhutanam, there the mention of introspective sage is there. So one has to introspect. So like that, this is about body. Like that, Kala will take away so many things, isn't it? So today we have some facilities there, some facilities there. Say somebody has a mobile, laptop, or some other feature for preaching. Somebody has some particular service given to engage in. Tomorrow, if it is taken away. So today we are in this temple. If we are asked to go to a small center or open one new small center, then this will be taken away. So Kala will act. It's not about Kala, it's the engagement by Guru. But time takes away. Time can take away anything. So every aspect we should ask ourselves, if today I am depending on this particular facility, this particular aspect, if it is taken away, will I be able to stay the same peaceful way how I am now with it? So where is my dependence? The dependence of my happiness is in material things or on Guru and Krishna. Whether I am in a big center or small center, right? My connection with Guru and Krishna is not lost. It is same firm, strong connection. Then a devotee has nothing to worry. If he thinks, wherever I go, heaven, hell, wherever I go, connection with Krishna is there. My chanting, my remembrance of Krishna, my service to Krishna and Prabhupada, they are not hampered. Then why I should worry? The moment we worry about material things, that means we are attached to material things. And Kala will take them away. Right? This non-devotees do not understand. That's why here it is said, anyone who does not know that the time is the same Supreme Personality is afraid of time factor. So time is a feature of Supreme Lord. Lord, today you have given me. Okay, I am happy. Tomorrow you will take it away. No problem. After all, this is your service. This is your body. I am yours. Whatever you want to give me and engage me, you give me and engage. Whatever you want to take away from me and engage me, you take away and engage. I have to be engaged. That's all. That's all is the aspiration of a devotee. So a devotee is never bewildered. Dhiras tatrana mohyati is very significant. A dhira or a sober person is never bewildered. Why? Because he is not attached to these changes that Kala brings about. And very nicely, how a dhira is explained in different terms in Bhagavad Gita. We get to see one aspect in Sthit Pragya. This Sthit Pragya section is very deep actually. Arjuna has thanks, of course, Lord's arrangement, but this question asked by Arjuna brings about so many revelations in our devotional practice. Right? Where do we stand in devotional service is given in Sthit Pragya. Very nicely. It's a solid checklist for serious devotees. Solid checklist. So, Arjuna has asked in 54th verse, Sthit Pragyasya ka bhasha samadhistasya keshava. We know this verse. Arjuna said, what are the symptoms of one whose consciousness is thus merged in transcendence? Because previous verse Lord spoke about divine consciousness. Correct? Previous verse Lord spoke about divine consciousness. So when we read this whole section, of course we cannot discuss the entire thing, but one verse I'll take up. This divine consciousness means he is Vyavasayatmika buddhi ekeha kurunandana. From there this divine consciousness starts. The discussion starts. Because previous verse Lord says buddhi yoga imam shrinu. Abhi tak till now I have told you the Sankhya. Now I'll tell you buddhi yoga. Buddhi yoga means divine consciousness, Krishna consciousness. Now Arjuna is asking, what are the symptoms? 56th verse. Dukkheshu anudigna manah sukheshu vigata spriha Veet rag bhay krodha stititir munir uchyate. One of the symptoms, many are there. With this particular verse, Lord says, one who is not disturbed in spite of the threefold miseries. One who is not elated when there is happiness. And one who is free from attachment, fear and anger is called a sage of steady mind. Okay. Now, how this is explained by Prabhupada in the purport, that we should see. First, he says, what is sage of steady mind? So, sage of steady mind means he has given up all his mental concoctions, his imaginations, and he is firmly fixed up in knowledge of Krishna, karming in parampara. Muni means who agitates his mind to generate new interpretations of Shastra. Right? He will, naso munir yassa matam na bhinnam. He will generate some new. Okay, you have given this interpretation, I will come up with another new interpretation. That's called Muni. He agitates his mind always and brings up something new. But this is ordinary Muni. Sthitadhir Muni means a sage of steady mind, steady intelligence. He is fixed up in the conclusion of parampara. He does not agitate. He does not create. He hears in parampara. Krishna to Brahma to Narada, Vyasa, like that. All the acharyas coming to Prabhupada. Okay, this is the conclusion. He fixes his mind on that Vedic conclusion coming in authorized parampara and strengthens his understanding of that. That's called Sthitadhir Muni. Okay. Now, coming to second part of the purport, Prabhupada says, not disturbed in threefold miseries and not elated when there is happiness. So here real test of a devotee comes up. So first test is whether he is fixed up in the conclusions of authorized parampara or not. Second, now such a fully Krishna conscious person is not at all disturbed by onslaughts of the threefold miseries. Kala, time factor, will reveal these threefold miseries based on our prarabdha. Isn't it? So, first aspect is what? Not at all disturbed. Each word, not disturbed is one word. Prabhupada has written, not at all disturbed. Selection of Prabhupada's words should be carefully seen. Not at all disturbed means he is sthit pragya. Okay. By onslaughts of the threefold miseries. For, now why he is not disturbed? For he accepts all miseries as the mercy of the Lord. Okay, so whatever miseries are coming on him, Kala is revealing the miseries today, tomorrow, day after tomorrow. We'll get to know, okay, this is another trouble in my life. This is another trouble in my life. Right? So many troubles are there for a devotee also. Because the trouble, we are in material world, troubles will be there. But troubles are there. What is the mental state of a devotee? Not at all disturbed. Okay. Now, why he is not disturbed? The sentence, I'll read again the sentence. Very carefully, you please notice. Such a fully Krishna conscious person. Who is not disturbed? Such a fully Krishna conscious person. How Prabhupada starts the sentence. Each word, that's why I said each word is so significant. If you miss out one word, then we'll start thinking in different direction. Fully Krishna conscious person means he is always thinking of Krishna, fixed up in Krishna. He knows Krishna's arrangement. This is what exactly is told in today's verse. That time factor is manifestation of the Supreme Lord. One who knows this is not disturbed. One who does not know this is Krishna, Krishna's arrangement, he is disturbed. Okay. So such a fully Krishna conscious person is not at all disturbed by the onslaughts of the threefold miseries. Now, why he is not disturbed? How this Krishna consciousness acts inside him that he is not disturbed? He accepts all miseries as the mercy of the Lord. Okay. So, first point is how this Krishna consciousness acts. So, this is a test whether we are Krishna conscious or not. We should be able to accept all the miseries as mercy of the Lord. This is the first point. So when we are praying, oh Lord, please show mercy, please show mercy. When there is a misery, Lord says, this is my mercy, take. Thank you, Lord. Right? This is the first aspect. So he sees mercy of the, when Lord gives mercy, correct? When mercy means prasada. This is prasada of the Lord. So we are not choosy. No, I don't want this kind of prasada. I want that kind of prasada. Right? Because he's fully Krishna conscious. Say Prahlad Maharaj was there. He was given a pot of poison. He took it as prasada of the Lord and he drank. Isn't it? This also, if Lord wants me to drink, I'll drink. They were pushing him from the cliff. So he was unaffected. He said, you do your duty. Why are you worried about me? Just you do your duty of pushing me. If my Lord wants to protect, that is his protection. If he doesn't want to protect, that is also his protection, because I am fully dependent on Lord. So He sees this as a mercy of the Lord. But who can see this? First word is fully Krishna conscious person. This is, see, when Prabhupada is telling it in purport, that means Lord wants us to achieve that, Prabhupada wants us to achieve that, isn't it? So he sees it as the mercy, means he's thankful to the Lord. So we always hear, no, Bhukti Mukti Siddhi Kami Sakle Ashant. Bhukti Kamis, those who want material enjoyment, are Ashant. Mukti Kamis means those who want liberation, enter into Brahman, they are also Ashant. And Siddhi Kamis, those who want perfection, some mystic powers, they are also Ashant. Only Krishna Bhakta is Shant. So how Krishna Bhakta is Shant? Because he sees Lord's hand in everything. Right? So he sees this misery is also protection of the Lord. So the influence of Kala coming on me is also protection of the Lord. That's also mercy of the Lord. So what is that mercy? In difficulty, Lord teaches us detachment from matter. Lord teaches us dependency upon Him. Every aspect that a devotee goes through, he always becomes more Krishna conscious. He always thinks, Lord wants to teach me more dependence, more surrender. Okay. So in difficult situations, first thing is he sees at the mercy of the Lord, so he's thankful. Second, he thinks, second aspect of being Krishna conscious, thinking himself only worthy of more trouble due to his past misdeeds. Oh, because of my past misdeeds, I should get more trouble. Right? So this is second. Who can think like this? Only a fully Krishna conscious person. So he doesn't go and fight for justice. He doesn't go and fight for nyaya, I want justice. Or he doesn't argue, why you said like this to me? Why you talk like this to me? How can you say this? How can you say that? No, Lord is given only, at least if I'm quiet, he is stopping at this much. If I argue, he'll talk more misery will come. So he's also smart. Why to agitate somebody who is spitting fire or poison? The quicker you are silent, the quickly you become silent, quickly the other person becomes silent. And he thinks, okay, Lord is teaching me how to tolerate, how to ignore, how to not get affected in my head. Right? How to not get affected in my head, because the moment we get affected in our heads, we forget Krishna and start thinking about matter, start thinking about Maya. Then next is, and he sees that his miseries by the grace of the Lord are minimized to the lowest. So he's so relieved, he's always happy. My God, how much sinful I was. My Kala, see, Kala is impersonal representation of the Lord. Kala is merciless. Right? Kala is a merciless representation of the Lord. Whatever is in the karma, Kala will give. But Lord says, so if there is some difficulty in our lives, in our prarabdha, Kala will give it 100%. Kala's job, the job of time factor, is to reveal our karma time to time. Okay, say at the age of 55, you are supposed to get heart attack, Kala will reveal the heart attack. At the age of 60, you are supposed to get sugar, Kala will reveal sugar. Accident, whatever is there, whatever bad things or whatever is there, Kala will reveal that. But Lord says, Mat chitta sarva durgani, mat prasadat tarishyasi. Durganis will come. Time factor will reveal the difficulties. By becoming Krishna conscious, by taking shelter of Krishna, one is able to cross those difficulties given by, or manifested by a time factor. Okay, whatever time reveals at a suitable point of our life, time factor will reveal so many things. Right? These difficulties will come, but by becoming Krishna conscious, by depending on Krishna, the effect of these things will be reduced. So time will not reduce the effect. Time will give whatever is in your account, whatever is due. Krishna will reduce it. Right? That's why Krishna says, Mat chitta sarva durgani. Mat chitta means a fully Krishna conscious person. So Lord protects. Yoga kshemam vaham meham. Ananyas chintayanto. Fully Krishna conscious person. Ananya chinta. Ananya means nowhere else is thinking except Krishna. Right? Ye jana pari upasate. Nowhere else is worshipping except Krishna. Is thinking of Krishna, worshipping Krishna fully. Krishna says, I will give whatever is lacking and I will preserve whatever he has. Right? Ma shucha, do not fear. Aham tvam sarva papebhyo. Mam ekam sharanam. Fully Krishna conscious person means fully surrendered to Krishna. Ekam sharanam. Krishna says, I will protect you from all dangers, all sinful reactions. Do not fear. So time factor will reveal the sinful reactions. But Krishna always says, I will protect you from these revelations of time factor. And that's how devotee thinks. Devotee jumps in joy. Oh, Krishna is reduced and given. Otherwise, I don't know what would have happened. And we know there's one instance where during Prabhupada's time, when once Prabhupada was giving a class or some association he was giving, so one devotee did not come for the class. So Prabhupada asked another temple president or somebody, where is that devotee? Why he has not come? So the devotee tells Prabhupada he was working in the kitchen, and while cutting vegetables, his finger got cut. So he has gone to do the treatment. So Prabhupada says actually by his karma his hand was supposed to be cut. But because his hand is engaged in Krishna's service, Krishna gave a token punishment of just a cut on the finger and left him. So when we engage in Krishna's service, so Kala will reveal hand cutting karma, but Krishna will intervene and give it to the lowest. So that's what Prabhupada has told here in the purport. His miseries by the grace of the Lord are minimized to the lowest. So if one thinks these 3 points, right, a devotee even in the midst of greatest difficulties, he is peaceful. Right? Only Krishna devotee can be peaceful. How he can be peaceful? That's written here. A fully Krishna conscious person. Now this one sentence. Okay, then now next is, there is happiness in his life. Correct? Similarly, when he is happy, he gives credit to the Lord. When a devotee is happy, he gives credit to the Lord. So when he is happy by some achievement, by some success or whatever he gets, some discomfort was there, discomfort went away, some comfortable situation came, or he wanted some facility, he got some facility. He is endeavoring for some service or some activity and he got success in that activity. So there is success. Right? So when there is a happy situation, similarly, when he is happy, he gives credit to the Lord, thinking himself unworthy of the happiness. He doesn't boast of his success. Rather, he thinks, I am unworthy. Lord just made me an insignificant jiva as his instrument. And like Lord says to Arjuna, no, that you just get up and fight Arjuna and Yasho Labhasva. You get glorified. Right? Savyasachi. That verse is the 11th chapter, Savyasachi verse. There it says, you just get up and shoot arrows. Right? Because I have already killed them. Previous verses he showed how he has killed them. So devotee thinks that I am unworthy. Still Lord has made me an instrument and given this credit to me. So again he is very humble. Again he is very thankful to the Lord. So in misery he is thankful to the Lord that you have reduced these miseries and given me as a token this thing. I should be deserving more. And this is your mercy. He is thankful. And when he is happy or he attains some success, he is again thankful. So devotee's attitude is always of gratitude. Right? Only by having an attitude of gratitude, one can be happy in this world. And that gratitude is towards Krishna, towards Prabhupada, towards the Vaishnavas. When one is grateful like this, only a grateful person can be happy. Somebody who's not grateful, he'll be always dissatisfied. He'll be demanding more. He'll be thinking, I am the Lord, I am the controller. Things should happen my way. But one who is grateful, the way he sees is, I am actually undeserving of anything. I am actually undeserving of anything. Whatever is coming as a mercy. I should be grateful. So this is how a devotee sees, and devotee is always happy. So whatever ups and downs come in devotee's life, he is not bewildered by those. Dhiras tatra namuhyati. Neither in happiness nor in distress. And we'll just close with another sentence. Thinking himself unworthy of the happiness, he realizes that it is due to only my happiness, right? Unworthy of happiness. He thinks I am unworthy of the happiness, and he realizes that it is due only to the Lord's grace that he is in such a comfortable condition and able to render better service to the Lord. So, in these two points, how devotee handles misery, how devotee handles happiness. Now, if you see, how many, every sentence, how devotee is peaceful in distress, how devotee is peaceful in happiness, every sentence Prabhupada has told, by mercy of Lord, by mercy of Lord. First sentence starts with a fully Krishna conscious person. Without being Krishna conscious, he cannot handle misery. Okay, that is a test for us. How much Krishna conscious we are, that how we are able to handle the misery coming upon us. First, I'll just read how many places Prabhupada has told being fully Krishna conscious or seeing Lord's mercy. A fully Krishna conscious person is not at all disturbed by the onslaughts of the threefold miseries. Take a first, fully Krishna conscious. For he accepts all the miseries as the mercy of the Lord. Second point, again, mercy of the Lord. And he sees that his miseries, by the grace of the Lord, third time Prabhupada has mentioned, are minimized to the lowest. Similarly, when he is happy, he gives credit to the Lord, fourth time. Right? Thinking himself unworthy of the happiness, he realizes that it is due only to the Lord's grace, fifth time, that he is in such a comfortable condition and able to render better service to the Lord. Sixth time, again his focus is on the Lord. In just 2 points, 6 times Prabhupada has mentioned how in every aspect a devotee has to keep his mind on Lord, see everything as mercy of the Lord. Then Kala factor cannot disturb a devotee, right? Cannot imbibe fear in a devotee. ठीक है, so we'll stop here. ग्रंथ श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय, विश्व गुरु श्री प्रभुपाद की जय. हरे कृष्ण.